Hi guys, streaming is starting soon. Okay, so welcome back to another the Duloth Experience live stream, and this week will be about this little guy here and what happened during the very first. Hi Conrad, and what happened the very first Alliance Week battle. I think it's been spoken enough on Reddit and Discord, so I'll keep it brief. And I'll say that I'm a bit, let's say, disturbed, at least, to say the least, about what did Warner Bros. Did to us, because, he was supposed to be an exclusive characters from the Alliance mission and contribution. And I lost likely 2k gems just to be able to push High Wing Light, just to be able to push on the last moment because it was crazy. And then they gave it to practically anyone who wanted to have it and to shelve some money on him. So, and I don't even think that he is so special. He is basically a clone of Al Jordan, as many as are saying on Reddit and Discord. He has the call assist when he reached some condition, and he has the chance to shield some allies with awareness. His second will give him turn meter up and let's say some way of shielding him, and his three will do some damage and will purge. And the big difference here with Al Jordan is that Al Jordan has a chance to purge because it can miss, but it's sure to be a stun. And this is the other way around. He's sure to purge, but can miss the stun. So I rather prefer to be able to stun if I hit on 100% of the time and not the other way around. The fourth is the same as Al Jordan. He has a chance to get his intelligence up or strength up, and in this case, he has Al Jordan has agility and strength. He has invisibility and intelligence. And the last one is way worse than Al Jordan because it will give just one awareness to the whole team if maxed, while Al Jordan will give 20% shields. And you have to remember that shields scales up with health. So shields are better than awareness. But let's say. So I had to end up and buy his gems because yeah, I was pretty short, and I would have preferred uh, to have more Constantine shards because I wanted him to be health 3 if possible. By the way, after this brief introduction of what happened during the past week, and I will tell what I was writing in the notes or on Reddit, and this is I don't know how the, let's say, performance of the stream will be because my internet service provider just decided that they have to cut my connection. So instead of my usual 10 megabit of upload, I have like a sliver of that. So it may be generating some buffers and frame drops. So after this other, let's say, clarification, let's go back into our PvP. Um, Even though my Jessica Cruz is gear 10, I don't even like her, not even remotely, because beside being, let's say, squishy, um, she relies on other members of her group to die. And with the 3-star system in PvP is not something that you want to build your team upon. So, hi CR. So I will skip her as much as possible, and I don't care about our alliance point because we are in a good position. We are in the usual mid something 65, and there's no interest in pushing this week. I will push on PvE days. Um, I don't think so. She does pack a bit of a punch if guys dies. But I always said I like Deathstroke in no lead position because it doesn't need other guys to die. He just applies silence. He can tank for a lot of damage, and he can slow down opposing with turn meter reduction. So to me personally, Deathstroke is way better than her because you don't need him to be in. You need him to be in the lead position just to abuse him, and Jessica Cruz in the lead position just gets some DI and shield and then intelligence up. So you can just ignore her lead position and use her in any other way. But again, I don't like her at all. Even she does a lot of damage if she is buffed. Yeah, she's okay. Uh, I don't know if in gear 10 she is good enough, but as you may see, I'm right now just barely outside top 100 because I think 200 points behind. Yeah, 170. So yeah, I don't get gear 10 encounters, and I'm usually in this position after a couple of days on the reset because unless I go for, let's say, some detrimental teams, I just win. So let's start with our board clears. And in the meanwhile, I just realized that I could beat unless they are very high into legendary ranks and gear, let's say AP. I can beat those impossible for me to beat teams with this guy, who is now fully skilled beside this one, which I'm not skilling up right now because I want to use those resources for Constantine. And he's being awesome for me. So again, gear him if you can. So let's start with the PvP. And this team was for my events. And this is an Liquid Magister team with 2 blues and a live wire. I will go for the usual team. Here I can even skip. I will keep. I was saying that I could skip the Power Girl because there were 2 blues, but Etrigan is good enough to remove those blues and to kill that live wire. And I will use my Power Girl to kill that Harlequin Magister. Cheetah is here just to rack up some points and give me some turn meters. CR, I know that you are in Course of All, so maybe it was an easy win for you. But to the other guys, how was your Martian Manhunter experience? Did you went crazy on the last day just to be in top 100? Did you enjoy the fight beside the sucker punch we got on Friday? How was it for you? As you may see, I took the 3 on Hetrigan, and I'm using that in PvE content just to be able to do some shenanigans. And it's proving to be quite good. So DOJ just stunned my Power Girl, and this should be probably the end of Steppenwolf due to those bleeds. Let's see if we are able to kill someone before they go crazy. So we should be able to kill at least the DOJ here and maybe another. And nope, no one. So let's kill that. And let's snowball from here. The only issue we have here is that Siren that can probably just get so many evasion up. That's why I'm going to bleed her as soon as possible. So let's kill that DOJ. So right now I just want those evasion to expire from the bottom of them to be able to hit them and kill them. As long as I have some bleeds, I won't be able to kill Siren, so yep. This week I could just ignore top 100 and because I don't need the additional shards. I have enough for L3 Redwood. I just need 60. But as it's been a slow week, so I will get as many shards as possible. So this is a gear, let's say 8ish, and so I will use some guys here to rack up some points. They should all be slower than Cheetah, so let's use the last team. My katana is pretty low, so no point in using that. And I could even go like this, because eventually someone will die to those guaranteed crits. So let's try and buff everyone up, remove those death immunity on Power Girl, and let's see if I can bring someone low enough just to be able to kill it with Z. Okay, so Z should be able to kill that Power Girl. Yep. Just remember that they are pretty low on gear, so my roll gear 10, so who cares? And I didn't bring Katana because she was low, and I didn't want to lose some stars because the PvP system doesn't really put up with that. So another blue team, and this should be better tackled with someone like Cheetah with this one. So Cheetah and Etrigan will allow me to get some turn before them, and I want some reds just to be able to kill those blues. So the big issue here is DOJ giving that immunity to Mira when yeah, she's awesome, but this mount was Etrigan and Constantine, and I don't have the resources to gear another blue. Even as one thing is pretty low, it's gear 4 right now. So I want to rack up some buffs on Etrigan. And yeah, she did taunt on the wrong moment as usual. I wanted to kill that Catwoman, but nope. So here I want to try and kill Mira before in 2 turns she goes crazy. And failed. So this is okay, and because Mira can kill Power Girl, and I will be able to AoE here. I know that I won't be able to kill Catwoman, but she will be low enough for me to kill with Etrigan if DOJ doesn't taunt back. So let's bleed. Yes. And she did taunt again. So let's just attack her. Yeah, we'll upgrade her on the next month, I suppose. So here I'm dying against all those blues, and Etrigan has been buffed. So this is just show of Etrigan destroying everyone else. I really liked my Katana during Deathstroke's days because, you know, she did remove those awareness and that immunity and whatever because she can steal buffs. And I don't really like her right now because of that. One thing that can bring her back again in Hoge is Martian Manhunter, but I think we have to wait the end of the month just to be widespread enough to matter. And one thing that I was thinking about is Catwoman, because Catwoman will become awesome if Martian Manhunter becomes stable, because she can steal the awareness and she can steal all the buffs from the guys. And right now she is really well positioned because she can remove Bane buff, she can remove Clayface taunt, she can remove all the agilities up if you want. She can, let's say, shut down taunting Power Girl. She can shut down DOJ. So she is right now a really good character to develop, and she will even have an alliance, an hero challenge next week. So I suggest you guys, if you don't have her high enough, buy her PvP week or let's say some lucky pulls back in the day. Just give her a try because I think she will be good in the next month. As soon as that Martian Manhunter became so used. So here is another Harlequin Magister team. I just hate her because she forces me to use Steppenwolf. And one reason I'm not upgrading my Martian Manhunter to she is Catwoman, because I was showing that Catwoman has all the kit good enough to kill the blues that are high shown as an awesome kit, just to be able to shut down Etrigan, Clayface, Power Girl. All the meta characters right now are based around buffs, immunities, and awareness. There's no characters who is not based around that. Bane is based around being not stunned and having mans and a lot of buffs. Swamp Thing is based around being blue, that will die against Catwoman, and he wants to have mans on him. And yeah, she is so good. I think she will be my next gear 11 red. So let's go on. Yeah, she's good. I was toying around with her, and she having an heroic challenge next week in 5 days. I think it's the moment that you have to gear her as much as possible. So here I was saying that I wanted to use my usual team that I used before. I'm ending using this team a lot, and Steppenwolf will be my next green instead of Martian Manhunter, just because Harlequin Magister is still so prominent into the meta. So she's so boring, and you need a way to just ignore her enrages. No, she doesn't do that much damage, unless against blues. But the fact that she can steal buffs, then that she steal all the awareness, she's going to be good. And I know that Rightling was using her at least in an also team with Steppenwolf led, her, Cheetah, and Power Girl. So with Steppenwolf as a lead, she gets crit chance up, and she gets the ability to not miss on opposing Harlequin Magister, and that's all you need just to make her great. So here I have a bunch of crit chance up and strengths up, so I should be able to kill both Harlequin Magister and that red dude. So let's give it a try. Yep, they're dead. And so it again will just snowball here. I'm going to probably spend 8k tomorrow or more just to be able to rack up those Steppenwolf shards. Because tomorrow we will have Steppenwolf as a alliance character, and if they keep this Martian madness they are having, I will be able to get eventually some SSDS shards. I don't need the other three, but my Steppenwolf is just right there. So 40 shards for me. He will be L4 and he will be gear 11 on them as soon as possible because I want this. And I was considering he's so good that this one will be awesome too, because you know right now the meta is based around so many debuffs and rages, bleeds that the ability to purge is good. So this is a gear 10 team, so I can use some. No, let's just go for the. Okay, Etrigan will probably be able to kill everyone else here, so let's try and use. Yeah, Jessica Cruz. Yeah, Catwoman doesn't have a high crit chance, but she has a high enough just and with this with her rework she is able to just stay alive indefinitely, so on the long run she can be good. So here I don't know what to do, and the best thing that I can do is just to AoE, just to remove some shields, and there's no good point. My only move here is just to wait for an Etrigan turn, and I will be able to kill someone in the process. So let's apply some bleeds here. And let's try and bring her down enough so my Etrigan will kill her. Yeah, she is even dead. So let's shield everyone up. And Etrigan should be able to kill at least someone, unless he goes crazy on that power go. Yeah, everyone is dead. It's gear 11 against gear 10, so there's not much point in having doubts. And I was saying that I was going for, I even considered going for top 35 because I could just get those shards I need for Hell for Red Robin, but I don't think it's worth because it will cost, with my current way of getting my boards, at least 4k, and and it's not even good enough because it won't get me to Hell 4 by itself. I still need some more shard, I think 20ish. So this team is a pesky one because it has two good tones in good tanks in Cubes and Ares, and Power Girl is so good. So I don't want to use my Alec with Magister because she dies to Power Girl and she dies to Cubes. I will use my own Power Girl, and I think I will use a Bleeder here Cheetah is good enough and its points. DOJ could be enough for Siren. Siren is better. And Etrigan will just do the killing. I found that Etrigan is basically in any team I go. Yeah, I'm waiting for Constantine back so badly, and I really wish that they will put Doomsday in some, let's say, alliance mission, so I will be able to rack up some more shards that I need for L4. That combo is Etrigan Order is depending on how much you can rank him. If you can get him to L4, which is his, I think L3 is his weak point. If you can get to L4, it's pretty different, but it all depends on your expectation. So I will go after this, explaining why I went with my choices, and I will tell you how to build him. So here I want to just bring cubes low enough. I don't need to do anything else. And I will try and kill Saber Superman with some bleeds. So I can capitalize on the fact that Power Girl doesn't have a death immunity, so I will kill her first. And then, as I said, let's kill that Saber Superman. So she did die, and it's okay. Let's hit some damage into Deathstrokes. So here I want to just attack Etrigan, Harris, because I don't want to waste a good proc. And as you can see, two of the biggest tanks in the games, in Cubes and Harris, just died against a single attack by Etrigan. And here I want to use the attack and proc because the first one will remove the awareness and the second one will kill him. So let's go into Etrigan and see his legendary. So here is Etrigan. His legendary, just the first one will allow him to... Hi Daniel. Yeah, it's all fine. I just started. And I think you are going to bed soon, so thanks for coming by. And his legendary are all so good, but the first two that you need to get are the fourth one and the first one. The fourth one will give 5 intelligence up when he kills or when someone dies on the opposing team. So it's his way to snowball. Like Huntress, like Robin can do. And the first one will allow him to attack twice, basically, because 70% is enough that it just goes twice every time. And after that, you have a bit of a choice here. If you are going for health 3, I suggest you to get this one, because it will enable him to start with an auto attack, with an attack, and proc the second one. And being overhealed will enable other characters in your roster, let's say Enchantress or Swamp Thing, and will enable his first one. The crit immunity, it just lasts one turn, so it's just good enough not to being able to be killed by, let's say, Caped Crusader on Red Alert or Huntress or whatever you meet there. And the other two are those two. The second one will reduce the cooldown for every living enemy after you use his 2. And the fifth one will give him 10% agility. So I will go to L4 and I won't choose the skill up right now. Yeah, I'll see you later. I won't choose the right now because, you know, the fifth one is good enough because he can proc on his turn with a 28% chance. Here, 25 and plus 3, 28, and it will proc for every revivers. So it will allow him to retain his overhealing more, but that's it. It just tanky enough with crit immunity and a big overheal, so that's not the real point of this skill. While the second one will reduce the cooldown of his 2. And what can you do with this one? You can start the first turn with this AoE, and you probably won't kill anyone. And it will be a one turn cooldown. So you will just go for the skill, auto attack, skill again. And it just enables him to use his AoE more. But his AoE is stronger when someone is dead. So I don't think that neither of those two is mandatory. I know that Hate just ignored these two and went for the fifth one. So 8 mil suggestion is to get the 1, 3, 4, and 5. And I think I need to see if revivers like Swamp Thing became more stable, or maybe the Constantine team with Lobo and Doomsday became stable. I will just go with the fifth one. If not, I will probably go for the second. And so the turn order, the legendary order, if you are going to Hell 1, just get this one, which allow him to snowball. So fourth if you are Hell 1. Fourth and 1 and fourth if you go for Hell 2. And if you go for Hell 3, 1, 3, and fourth. And the rest is just a matter of how the meta evolves. So let's go back to some fighting. I need some. I'm waiting because I will get 1 energy and I will buy more. Let's open some packs in the meanwhile. I have 10k, so pray with me for those sweet Doomsday shards, please. Okay, I don't need Lex, but that is something that I want. Blue rings is good, okay. Doomsday, please, Doomsday. Oh yeah, more death. That's struck. So it sounds like death is something that I'm getting today. Okay, let's stop because nothing good is getting out of those packs. 2 more. Oh, more Lex Luthor. Oh, Doomsday at least. The last one is the good one. Okay, let's go back to those PvP fights. Yeah, please send those to me, please. I need 60 to get him 12-4. And I will be able to do some PvE content with him, let's say, Land of the Unliving, because I can't tackle with him solo. So here is another boring Harlequin Magister team, so let's get our sweet Steppenwolf. And as they have the Harlequin Magister and Bane, I will use my Power Girl just to be able to kill her. And here I can use someone to remove the death immunity from Power Girl or kill Harlequin Magister, DOJ. So I can use my own Harlequin Magister or just ignore it. And let's go with Cheetah. I will just get the upper hand, and DOJ will probably purge my Power Girl. But she will be buffed enough, I suppose. So let's buff everyone else. Here. Buff Etrigan. Here I want to attack on the Harlequin Magister because, you know, DOJ will attack my Power Girl and remove those buffs. If she doesn't and just AoE, yeah, as you can see, I will be able to taunt on the next turn. And right now that that Etrigan will be able to kill Bane if he lives. So let's try and bring him down. Yeah. So Sheeta is dead, and so should be everyone else. Oh, she did leave with a sliver of health, so he will die. Yeah, Steppenwolf is definitely be my next gear 11. I use him so much, and he's so good, even in no leadership position. So let's buy those energy. And let's go back to the fight. Okay, this is a navy blue team, which I should be scared because of Jessica Cruz. And what I want to do here is to kill Jessica Cruz as soon as possible. And to avoid that, I will... To do that I can do... Yeah. Let's bring Red Hood here. Because I want to be able to stop that healing on Hadrian. So turn will go Cheetah, and he did get enraged. So here I want to use the auto attack on Etrigan just to be able to remove the overheal. What I could do instead is to buff him up and remove the overheal with the Red Hood. So yes, that's better. So let's buff him up. Try and kill BA. And let's try for the kill. JC will do a lot of damage here. Oh, she didn't. She didn't even go for the AoE. I suppose she would go for the AoE. So we are able to snowball here just because of that attack on Jessica Cruz. And I want to AoE here. If AoE, she will get her turn and will probably kill at least a couple of my guys, but Etrigan will still be able to kill her. So the AoE is coming, and as you can see, she's deadly to reds, but Etrigan will just destroy her. So 52k Etrigan damage. We did lose 1 star, but we went for the safe route. You don't want Shazam to get death immunity, damage immunity, and snowball you, stunning all your roster. So this is a strange team with 2 guys from the Alliance mission, and we will use our Alliance mission 2 in Cheetah and Jessica Cruz. So let's use Jessica Cruz, Cheetah, and the usual. Yeah, Etrigan is a beast. As I said, get him to gear 11, Daniel. He's just gross. So here can just... No one will benefit from those strengths up, but it's just a way to enable everyone to go before them. And here I can even go for the attack on some one of them. Or let's say like this. Just because I want to bring them down off, so I can kill her with some AoE. And let's kill Kimo. So Cheetah right now can probably kill one of those greens. Let's kill him. Yeah. And let's Etrigan Jessica Cruz out of the word. So what I can do here is heal everyone up. Or just bunny Jessica Cruz. So we're saying Jessica Cruz will die. And let's shield someone here. Just because there's no good move. And she will kill Sinestro. What do you think next month will be? Lanterns or Flash month or what? We got a blue month, and the previous one could have been red one. So next one should be green, right? Yeah, we all need a break, but you know, they want their money, so we won't get a break month ever. They even did this, yeah, Green Lantern would be awesome. They even did this swap with Martian Manhunter and Constantine, in my opinion, just to rack up some more dollars. Because, you know, they could have released Martian Manhunter, let's say, in 2 months or 1 month, and everyone would have bought him anyway because he's so loved. Flash family is wow, yeah. I really want Kid Flash just to be able to fight Michael's rogues with my Flash family guy. So this is the usual where Harlequin Magister will probably be missed, and I will buff everyone with the Steppenwolf just to keep my buffs. So let's. I could even go for the kill on her, but let's buff everyone. I want those crits up and hits up, so Power Girl, if dispelled, won't be an issue. And Arceus just suicided himself on that Power Girl. I love Arceus is so wrong right now. And she did taunt on the wrong moment. I will just punch her, just because. I could have gone with the AoE, but with that number of strengths up and with that number of crit chance up, she was sure to kill her. Yeah, they did. I think that Michael just. No, you did. No, I didn't know that he can steal enrages from enemy. I just read that into our chat, and you posted there. Yeah, I think that you know, in the TV series, Flash is lower than Zoom, so they will leave Flash as lower than Reverse. But you know, we can use Savitar, we can use so many Flash Mythos Speedster, the twins, GC Quick. Even I think that I was expecting this month to be, let's say, a DC Legend month with both Constantine and yeah, Grodd, bring Grodd. Well, both Constantine and Kid Flash, the one used in the series. But you know, Grodd is in the series too, so in the TV show, Flash is not the fastest. Savitar was faster, and yeah, you know. Uh, yeah, Jess, we are always talking about vibe, but I think that could be a good, let's say, Flash month with Killer Frost, a slight rework, vibe as a new character. 401 is the first of the third. Which series are right now? Which is the Thinker series number? Fifth. So the 401 is Savitar. I cannot remember the order of those series. So, by the way, we could get Vibe as a new character. We could get Killer Frost rework, Flash rework. Yes, so for his Stinker, so he is faster. Right now, probably he is, but he is lower than Black Flash, and for a reason. And as much as he's been in the series, he was lower um, than Thorn. But we will see. Yeah, Vibe, Killer Frost, and Flash rework. Vibe as a new character, Grodd as a new character, and they are all green. And maybe no, they said that Daniel Olger. I don't know if you are still here. They said that we won't have, let's say, a monthly thing like the uh, with the Martian Manhunter with the next month, right? Yeah, Wally would be awesome. I don't know. I think that Wally is the one in the series, so I think that we'll go for that route. So, going back to the PvP, I really prefer the OG Wally, but the new Wally is, I think, the one that they will go for, or at least the TV series one, or they can introduce Bart or Jay Garrick. I don't know. Give me some flashes, whoever. Just not Jesse Quick, please. Okay, let's go back to this team. And this called for a red hood led team just because of one thing. And Etrigan will do something here. And I will prefer to use some cheetah just to enable my team and to apply bleeds on JC. Aqualad. Yeah. Okay, so let's bring some bleeds on Jessica Cruz. This turn I don't want any turn meter up. I could use those meter up right now because I can use some bleeds on Etrigan. And let's bring that buffs up on Etrigan. And let's start killing, removing the overhealing from opposing Etrigan. So we should be in a good position here. I will start bleeding everyone because I want to rack up some evasion, and I want to have a way to apply more bleeds with Siren. So I don't really think those crit chance down do nothing to us because they don't. And let's try and kill Hetrigan. So he is not dead, and he will die soon enough. Okay, we did apply some healing immunity, so he can't rest with Swamp Thing. And I will go and apply more blades on Swamp Thing. because I don't want to kill Jessica Cruz right now. Yeah, and now it's time for me to kill that Jessica Cruz. I will only try and kill... yep, no. Plan B. Let's kill Swan Thing. I was saying that I want to kill Swan Thing only with Red Dude, but seems that they read my mind and just ignore my will. So here I want to apply some bleeds, just to be able to remove the awareness from my opposing team. And let's kill Swan Thing. As there's the script. Yeah, the pet. How could they introduce the pets? Just to you will be able to use the pets like a normal character, or do you want them to be, let's say, something else like a cosmetic or? No, I don't use a team without a taunter. Or if I want to just play for the win, I will usually go with a taunter in the team. I only do that when I can beat my opponents before they get a turn, or just get them low enough. Or when I bring tanky characters, let's say Etrigan, cubes or whatever. And obviously there are the exception for the alliance mission. So if you want to go there, I suggest that every team that you go right now in the current meta uses a tank. No, not at all. We are just blabbing around, talking about pets, the one that we would want. Next month content, hopefully Flash Family. And yeah. No, you are right. And if we have a way to, let's say, outperform them in a way with turn meter up or turn meter down, let's say Green Arrow, or let's say disable them with stuns or whatever, you can ignore the taunter. If not, just bring someone that can, let's say, focus the attention on them, and you can have your squishy do the damage. So this team is tricky because of the Green Arrow leadership will allow them to just get a bunch of agility down and strength down on me. So what I want to do here is to kill with Harlequin Magister that DOJ as soon as possible. So my team will be something like this. Harlequin Magister will be able to kill DOJ as soon as I get Cheetah here. So I know that's Green Arrow there that is scary with this team, but I don't have a gear 10 Aquaman just to be able to ignore the others. So I need a taunter and a way to kill the other. And Green Arrow will be dead as soon as Etrigan will do an attack. So let's buff everyone up here. And the good thing is that DOJ got enraged, so unless she hits Harlequin Magister, I should be able to kill her easily. So let's... I don't want to stun her because, you know, I want her to clash on Harlequin Magister. So I will use my attack here that does nothing, and I did stun her because I forgot to switch back. Okay, it's okay. I always do this kind of let's play error when I forget to switch back during my thinking. So here I want to try and kill that Terra and do as much damage as possible to DOJ. So Terra, he's nearly dead, and with this, they should be all dead. So it depends on the rest of your team. If you have other tanks, yeah, Daniel is already answering that. Yeah. What he says. If you have both of them at gear 10, and they have different roles. As you may see, many of the really good team use Clayface. So using someone else that can counter Clayface, it's way better than relying on a big damage that gets mitigated by the agility hop that the Clayface applies. But as you can see, maybe this is a slow week. I have yet to found a single Clayface team. So all those teams that I met right now were killed by Power Girl in a reasonable fashion. So it's really just a matter of where you are with the PvP rank in the ladder and what you encounter. If you encounter as many Clayface as I did in the past weeks, just go with Hetrigan. If you meet up a lot of Heroes or Harlequin Magister or let's say Robins, Red Robins, Power Girl is the way. So here I need to bring the usual Steppenwolf led team, and what I want to do here is to use my own Harlequin Magister. Yeah, this is a bit tricky because they have just Harlequin Magister as a taunter, and I don't have good ways to kill that POT. But I will try and kill everyone else with Hetrigan, and then POT will follow. Yeah, that's good. That's another good point that Scott bring up. But the issue with the true side of Etrigan is just it's random, and you cannot base your, let's say, encounters on that because random gets crazy sometimes. But again, Etrigan is just so good at killing Clayfaces that's yeah. And you know all that I do crazy projects, and my next crazy project will be to level up that Power Boy, Super Boy, when I get a spare week. So here I want to be able to attack that Harlequin Magister, miss, and be retaliated. So I will apply some AoE here, debuffs that won't be purged by the stupid POT. So more AoE debuffs here. Will disable POT for doing 10,000 attacks. Yeah, and this should be enough because of those bleeds. Yeah, let's go AoE here. We will probably kill someone. Nope, we didn't. So let's do this. Okay. Yeah, stupid. So let's kill CC, Captain Cold. And now we have Etrigan that should be able to take all that POT. There are just a couple of guys or girls that I aid in this game right now. One is Harlequin Magister, and the other one is is POT. But she is not annoying as much as Harlequin Majester. Harlequin Majester, I just despise her. And Red Robin, I don't know why Red Robin is not being fought for so much this week. If you remember, last week we were nearly 3,000 points and we were not even close to top 100. And today, as you may see, the top 10 is 3,100 points. So, oh, hi Daniel, are you going for top 35? Lucky you with those boards. They have to change this system because it's really pointless. So, this is another. Okay, you know, let's go. Let's use the usual team. Yeah, I can get really not even salty or triggered, but just bored of having to use the same constant team because I need to have an answer for that. I can buff up here because no one will purge my power girl and she will retaliate it for a lot and she will have crit chance up. So as I said, retaliation are killing everyone here. They will probably be able to kill even those blues if it's enough. So as you can see, Hedrigan doesn't care about taunters or whatever. He just kills everything. So she will probably kill someone on her turn. Yeah. Bleeds and no one else. So let's kill her. Yeah, and Red Robin shards are so good. The next 2 weeks are just, let's say, uninteresting for me because I don't care neither of Jessica Cruz and I have enough shards for L5 of both or close to there because as you can see, Jessica Cruz is, I think, 170, 170 is just 70 behind L5 while POT is L5. I can level up twice and get to L5. So I don't care if I get to top 5,000 or whatever. And this will allow me not to level Marshal Manhunter. Yeah, but Scott, if you get some week like this one, let's say I'm gonna get this point. If you get a week like this, an event like this one, and tomorrow there will be Steppenwolf and SSDS, and there will be Red Robin, or if we get let's say a small package for him, I think it's enough. And with top 100, I will just be short 60 for L4. So I'm thinking tomorrow of buying twice that pack just to get this guy to gear 11 L4. So this is a double gear 11 and double gear 10 team, and I suppose that's because of the Alliance mission, and there's still an Harlequin Majester, and we still have to use our Steppy. So let's go with the same team. Yeah, if I get a single pool of 40 or more Steppenwolf, I'm really, really happy. I was lucky already today because I needed 37 shards for Bizarro L2, and I pulled 5 times from the void scanner, and I did get his shard twice. So I know I have my L2 Bizarro, and sooner or later I will level him to gear 11 because it's still a Superman in some, let's say, consideration. So let's kill the reds here and the greens. Or let's say, let's kill everyone. Thanks, Sean. So I'm getting strange teams today. None of them is really, really scary. So, oh, again, I was saying, oh, this is a team where I can use Superman. And no, still the boring Halogen Magister. And I don't think that's as long as Harlequin Magister gets her enrages at the start of the battle, that Martian Manhunter will be better than Al Jordan. Because you want to get your turn in order, do your stuff, whatever it is, and not just let the DAI play in your place. So that's why I don't think that MMH will be good enough to be stable in the meta. But we will see soon enough. I think that's next week will be where everyone will have him, and we will start seeing teams during this week. So let's say I will bring the 2 reds low enough, especially with the bunch of creatures up that I have. I have a lot of strengths down, but who cares? So they should be down enough, yeah. And Hedrigan should be able to kill everyone as soon as that Power Girl removes her taunt. So let's AoE here. There's no point in AoEing use, really, but I like the animation. So let's kill Bane. Okay, Bane is dead. And then should be the moment where Power Girl dies. Yeah, he is good enough at R5 because his kit revolves around turn meter up. He's not as good as L1. I think L2 is where he start kicking because at R5 you will get this, and it's good enough. And yeah, and is good enough because he will give you enrage immunity and hit chance up that help you killing those pesky Harlequin Magister. But where he starts shining is when you get this first, because on his critical hit chance he will give 75% turn meter up to an ally, and this one where he gives turn meter up to everyone when they get a critical hit, and he will get the turn meter up. So he is good at R5, and he will be better and L5. We will start rocking L2 and L1 and 2. Sorry. So good at R5, better at L1, and let's say stable at L2. Everything else, the AoE on miss or the purge or the critical chance up, is just the, let's say, icing on the cake. And about MMH, Daniel, I think it's different. But the point is that you still get those Harlequin Magister fight, so you cannot bring him into leadership position. So you have to use his first turn to buff up. The second turn you can call assist, and I don't know. He just doesn't seem so good. While Al Jordan, I would take him all the way to gear 11 if I had the chance. And I'm not doing that on him. So this can be scary because Dr. Fate will shut down Hadrian. But what we can do here is to okay, I think that this team will be good enough. So the plan here is to I could even go, yeah, the plan here is to go on turn 1 on the Power Girl killer in the process with the NeoE or whatever on the second turn, and then proceed to bleeding everyone. No, I don't need that R because Clayface just taunt for a turn, and I don't need Taunter in this matchup because the big damage guys here are Power Girl and the two blues, and I don't have any green here that will, let's say, kill me in the process. So let's start bleeding that Power Girl. The issue here is that if with this overheal I will get a chance to proc Dr. Fate, and that's the only issue. So let's attack Clayface and let's bleed everyone else here. This may even end up being the first game we lose, but I just love this composition too much not being able to use it. So we now start doing some damage with the Blitz, and let's start trying and kill Mira first, because death immunity, death immunity, and damage immunity. Sorry. And here I want to spread those strengths up, and the only chance I can get to do this is if I attack here. This is risky because she will retaliate and probably will be able to kill, yeah, DOJ. Let's kill Mira, as I said. And let's bring Power Girl low enough. Oh, she is dead. And now it's just a matter of time before Hethrigan kills that Fate. And we can snowball from here. Yeah, sure, do your ball thingy. Do you know what happens when you give a turn to Hethrigan, right? This happens. 27k and 41k. Hi, Ogre. Good morning. Yeah, you just missed these bleed teams for a second. Welcome to the stream. So let's buy another pack of gems, energy. Yeah, Cheetah, Siren, DOJ, Etrigan. So this is a heavy green team with. I can use my standard team here. So Harlequin Magister will be used to kill DOJ, Power Girl to kill Huntress, and Hetrigan will kill the rest. Cheetah is there to buff everyone up, and you know, cheating. So let's give turn meter up to everyone, buff Hetrigan. I want to buff here because I want to retaliate on Huntress. And I don't think I will be able to kill DOJ right now. So, more buff I have, the better. So some retaliation? Nope. No retaliation. And let's try and kill... Let's try and kill Jessica Cruz or bring her down enough. Oops, this is not something that I want to see. Because, you know, right now this Huntress will just snowball. I will answer with my own Huntress, which is called Hetrigan. As you can see, Hetrigan is a beast. Yeah. So let's taunt up here just to spare one turn of damage from Hetrigan, and let's go for Steppenwolf. This was something that Hetrigan does best, and is destroying ruins or whatever. We killed a polar bear, so I hope that it's not WWF that knocks on my door. So Scene Extra, and yet again another team. Yeah, this is a gear 10, so I can just ignore and get some points. So hopefully that Reverse Flash doesn't AoE and apply a bunch of strength down and agility down on my team. Anyway, my gear 11 will dominate. So here we go. Cheetah, buff up everyone. And I can buff here. I could have gone for the AoE. This is the case where, yeah, Etrigan Legendary Order, as I said before, depends really on what's your expectation for him. If he is just L1, get his first. If you get him at the end of the event to L2, get his first and his fourth. And if you get him to L3 or more, get his first, his fourth, and then it's matter of choice. If you want to enable him soon enough, go for his 3. No, Daniel, I won't go for the 3 before the 4th. The 4th is way better than the 3. So I would go for 1, 4, 3, and then it's a debatable 5 or 2. I really like the 2 here. If I had the 3 here, the 2 here, I would have gone for the AoE on the first turn, and wouldn't have cared about the turn meter, because I will get it up fast enough. As you can see, let's give me a second. So again, let's taunt up. Yeah, 1, 4, 3 is reasonable for me. Yeah, as you can see, this has 5 turn cooldown. So if you use it, you get his 4th as starter, and you get his 3. He's overhealed, and you can use it as this move as a starting move on your fight. Yeah, and you can use this as your starting move and lower the other guys low enough that you will be able to kill maybe someone in the process. So having that instead of the agility up is better for me. But the point is that some guys, even 8 mil, just said that it's reasonable that his fifth ability will allow him to retain his overhealing for more. So as long as you have your 1 and 4 and 3, you are okay. And if you go to L4, then it's up to how you use him. And as I said, um, I will try and showcase here. I don't care their team. Let's say I go again with this one. So here, he will go next. Here, if I use my second ability, it's a 5-turn cooldown. But if I have the legendary upgrades, I have bring the opposing team low enough, and on the next turn, I will buff up, and then I'll be able to use it again. That's the reasoning behind getting that as a instead of the fifth. And here, let's say I will use the OE. Having the guys low enough will allow you to do this kind of stuffs. You know, this is a gear 11 against gear 10, but you get the gist of it. And so here I have 5th turn cooldown, and it would have been 1 turn cooldown, allowing me to buff up, let's say this, and next turn using it again. Oh, this is Lobo. So yeah, sure, buff yourself. So yet again, no strange composition. Oh, at least we got almost F, and we are just outside top 100. I won't spend any gem tomorrow unless I am just barely outside. So, um, these are usual. Oh, let's go with the Boy Scout. Yeah, you're welcome, Yusuf. And Daniel is my guild leader and member of the Oddsman, if you don't really already know that. And he works with Ogre Barbarian. There's in the Oddsman broadcast nickname. And they have a podcast talking about the game and so on. So they did one yesterday and should be available soon on the usual sources. So SoundCloud, YouTube, iTunes, whatever, and check it because they are awesome. And there's even Doombex in that podcast. So Doombex is one of the original guys that used to run the insights on the subreddit, talking about what's better and what's not for the single character that you can get. Yeah. So let's bring some blades here on the power go. Yeah, she's not over here anymore. Oh, this is boring because stupid DOJ prevented me from bringing Hal Jordan low enough. So I want to stop that stupid taunters. She did call for the wrong gun. Let's keep racking up those strengths. Okay, let's start bleeding DOJ because it's the only way I'm gonna kill her. And let's taunt up again. Oh, Daniel, I didn't know. You told me something like that a couple of weeks ago, but I didn't know it was in this one. And as you know, it was 5 a.m. for me in the morning, so I didn't even get the chance to, let's say, be there for you guys. Sorry. So here I'm with a lot of strengths up on Superman, and I'd like to get some stun on Bane, because if not, he will kill my Ishida. And it's okay, did get the stun, I will buff up, and hopefully I will be able to kill Hal Jordan, and then Hedrigan will just do a quick work on that Bane. So let's stop him from getting those buffs. Yep, you don't get some. And this should be enough. No, he did kill my Ishida? No, he didn't. Yeah, I will wait for it. And one more announcement. I will be on a short travel from Wednesday to Sunday. So unless I get something good on my parents, I won't be able to stream next Sunday. So the next one there will be on, let me check. It will be on 28th, I think, or 29. I will need to see. And then probably on Saturday, on Sunday. I don't know if what my Easter program will be. I will try and write in on Discord, Reddit, and whatever. I just know that I won't be able to stream next Sunday. So here we have an heavy green team with that again. So okay, can one-shot greens, and they are. We can go like this, and don't care just because we want to use Superman. This is not my best setup here because I want to be able to take all the healing from Etrigan and remove the buff from Clayface, but one more chance to. No, I can stream on Sunday morning, but your Sunday morning. But the issue is that I don't know what the quality will be, and if I will be able to talk on stream. Because if I'm at my parents' home, and they will hear me talking alone in my yeah, it's our afternoon, your night, his morning. uh, I was saying, um, if they hear me talking alone, they will probably call for some neuro or whatever. So here I want to just try and stun these Clayface. So retaliation hit. He did steal one taunt from Supergirl, and that's a shame because I won't be able to um, attack directly that Hammam. I will AoE here just to be able to bring them low enough, and I will apply some damage. Here I want to bring him down enough, and let's say I apply some healing and buff immunity on him. So we'll lose all those, and he will die in the process. Please not a second one. Yep. And it's okay. I will kill. Let me check how many strengths down. Okay, I don't have that many strengths now, so I will be able to kill this. Hopefully. No, I didn't. Yep, this is a shame. Because Etrigan will just snowball. His Etrigan will just snowball here. And I have to try and do this. Hopefully killing MM and Clayface in the process. Clayface just did Clop. They were when I used to live with them when I was at the university. They were used to me talking alone because I used to play online. So they said it's okay. He's playing with some guys, but now that I am, let's say, older, they know that I don't play any longer on online games. So if this would happen, they will be just, let's say, scared or something. I will kill Steppy. And it's a shame that that's one thing that Clayface just steal my damage immunity because he will kill Superman if I don't taunt here. And let's buff up. And I need to apply a stun on Etrigan or I'm probably dead on the next turn. Yep, I'm dead. So let's apply buff immunity here so I can steal my damage immunity. And yet again, it did. I don't know how I could. So let's get out of here. The RNG just punished me because of those lucky steal. So again, the first team we lose to. And let's ignore the cheetah for the points and use Siren here for the bleed. As you can see, first turn Etrigan is scary. He did steal my taunt again. So let's bleed everyone else. And he will steal my death immunity, so I will apply the buff immunity here, so he won't be able to steal those. I will try and shove some damage, hopefully killing in the process. Okay, is dead. So Etrigan, because of healing immunity. And this is over. Yeah, good night, Daniel. See you tomorrow. Thanks for being here. Here want to just be able to remove the hover healing from Etrigan, and that's why I attacked with the Siren. And from now on it should be pretty easy for me to tackle it. Let's see, almost death. Etrigan, Katana, Hera, and JC. So what I want to do here is to bring my Eloquent Magister, because I need a taunter, just to be able to not die against that Katana and Etrigan. And I will use on this team, okay. And okay, let's see if this works. Okay, let's buff everyone up. And I want to buff up here because I want Etrigan to be able to kill those pesky blues as soon as possible. So let's try and buff up again. Just because I will use the single attack on Etrigan to remove the overhealing. Yeah, it's okay. So he won't be able to do some damage here. And it's okay, we should be able to at least kill Red Robin and bring Jessica Cruz low enough in the next turn. So let's see if this works. What I would do here is, yeah, let's go for Red Robin. And let's see if I kill someone. No, I didn't. So, AoE hit arm. And JC will probably just shut down my greens. And let's try and kill Jessica. And right now I want to hopefully do some damage to him and remove the overhealing. So what just happened? This is the first time where the random attack don't go on the same target as the first one. Because he attacked on the first attack, he attacked Cheetah. And on the second one, he attacked my Power Girl. It's strange. And the first time yeah, Etrigan is one of the best free character we had in a long time. So we got this John Jones here, and I want to tackle him in the usual way, which means that I want to kill Cheetah as soon as possible, and then use my power goal as a way to deter the red's damage. I don't know if it's a bug. It's written that there's second chance to attack. Yeah. Oh, okay. So that's not the same attack. So luckily for us, the cheetah got enraged, and I really wish that the one enraged was Catwoman, but you know, you can ask for everything. So here I want to try and bring Catwoman down because she will probably stun my Eloquent Magister, or I can go and deal some damage on Red Hood, which is better. Yes, Red Hood is dead, Hedgehogun is buffed, and this means that they are dead pretty soon. So she will miss, right? Yeah, she will miss, and they are dead. So rest number 1 for Catwoman. Miss here. So here I should be able to attack only Cyborg Superman and killing him in the process. And let's see. Rest number 2. I will miss. Yep. So 2-time rest. I think she has the same chances of resting as Grundy, if I'm not wrong. Because beside the first one, which Grundy is a guarantee one, I think that Grundy has his max level. Yeah. So these are 18 more than, say, nearly 50% to revive, which is the same of Catwoman. Where is Catwoman? Here. So 50% is the same as Grundy, and I think that everyone here has been in an encounter where Grundy kept resting and resting and resting and resting and resting, and the only difference here is that you can get so many evasion up with Catwoman that she will get just out of control. So if you have been in your, let's say, game history scared from Grundy racing 10,000 times, you will be here with Catwoman. So these are 1 gear 10 Z and then a full gear 11 team. I will use my usual anti-Eloquent Magister. And as you may have noted, the only constant in all those games has been Etrigan. So again, go level him up. He's a freebie, he's awesome. He can kill Reds, he kills Bane, which is something to think about. So we should have a couple of retaliation here. No, we didn't. Let's bring some pain to the blues. Hopefully killing Z in the process. Close enough. And I want that Z dead, so... Yep. So I can use this AoE here, especially with the buff for the crits, and purge everything. Yeah, sure, buff yourself. So we should be in the top 100, probably borderline there, or yeah, 96. And let's go on. Yeah, again, another Halloween Magister team. And yeah, we will use the same tactic as before. The big issue here is that Cheetah on the opposing team will speed up my opponents. So this can get ugly if she crits for a lot. And she did get enraged, so she probably will clash on Power Girl face. So here we'll buff up because I want Steppenwolf to be able to buff and give it chance to her. In response, yeah. So this move was before I wanted my Power Girl to have as many buffs as possible, so Zatanna doesn't kill her on the spot and removes all her buffs. Again, I cannot suggest you to level L4 that Catwoman, because I know that I will do. And especially if, as I said, Marsham and Hunter is prominent into the meta, because if he is used as a leader in the leadership position, you will get his awareness. She's able to debuff Clayface, she's able to debuff any taunter. She will steal the death immunity from Power Girl. So why not? We need some energy. I will buy a couple of packs. So cross my fingers, your fingers for me. I need more. Oh yes, we need those. So as you can see, I'm farming Fate. I need let's 60 more or less. Yeah, 66 for health 3, and then I'll stop. And here I'm farming Doomsday. So please cross your fingers, Doomsday. No, that's not Doomsday. It's green, but it's not Doomsday. And this is not even green. So let's go back here and see what happens. So we have a Gear 10 Mira, which is behind 2 Taunters. And I don't want to bring my Harlequin Magister here because she's detrimental to my team. I will use my Cheetah in that spot. I need to take... I will be back in a second. I'm back. Fate is so good because it does a lot of damage, even to blues and whatnot. It stops those overheal or healing from Bane or Enchantress, or it doesn't stop the passive overhealing, but he's so good. One issue that I had is that I didn't go nuts on his heroic challenge, and thus I don't have him so high. So the only way I can farm him is on the Alliance. So Mira will probably kill someone. Yep. Yeah, and there's Mira. So I hope that you all farmed there during the past event, because you have just seen what she can do. So let's kill whoever. Everyone will kill the rest. And you know that Mira is just gear 10. And she one-shotted Steppenwolf. Yeah, against Swampy is so good. To be honest, against Swampy, I still prefer to use my Etrigan because for every guys that Swampy brings back, I will get 35 turn meter up and I will get so many buffs that I just won't care. So this is DP team and 80k Jessica Cruz. So why people waste resources on her and they don't even use her in the leadership position? I don't really know, but you know, we will go for the usual team here that will allow us to kill that POT. Yeah, he's so high. I need to check how much he is. He's 70 gear 11, right? Yeah, please tell me his power. Here I want to buff up because I want to kill POT as soon as possible. And I want to kill Dr. Poison here. So I will rack up some buffs on. And I will try and bring that POT low enough that I will be able to kill with that here. I don't care about this double attack. Yeah, it's okay. I will just attack randomly here. And then as soon as Jessica Cruz has used their AoE, there's no issue in letting a user one because, you know, she can kill my Eloquent Majester, but she won't be able to make me lose more than a couple of than 1 star, and she will buff. Yeah, as you saw, she will buff up on the second move. Yeah, I didn't have enough time today because I was busy with some, let's say, house thingy. So I didn't have the time to farm those shard, and because tomorrow is blue, those gear, and because tomorrow is a blue day, I have enough experience right now to get him to gear 11, as you may see. And just with the colorless, I will have enough. As you can see, just with the colorless, I will be able to bring anyone from 60 to 70. And I have the gear, but I'm missing some clue. Let's say I think I need 100 from this one, the level 3 of this one. I need 158 of those. So I will just farm those tomorrow, and yeah, while I work, I will leave my iPad to farm, and I will start using him more because he seems interesting. I suppose that you have seen my video showcasing Lobo and him. And Lobo is another one that I want to gear 11 because he's so tanky at gear 11. He's so tanky at gear 10. And I didn't use because I was waiting for his pack to just be available. And yeah, come here. Edit level up is 7. The first one up to his second bleed. And then I chose to level up this as much as possible. And I am really undervaluing this one, which is because I don't have that many rings. I didn't. I know I have enough. And I think this will be a nightmare for Etrigan or Swan Thing or whoever, especially with my team, which will use Red Robin and him. So you will give him a turn meter up on the first turn, use this one on, let's say, whoever is overhealed in the Enchantress team, and you will just one-shot him. but we will see soon enough, because as I said, tomorrow he will be gear 11, I suppose. And my initial thought about legendary order is really dependent on how you want to use him. If you want to use him like a Deathstroke-ish team leader, you will go for the you won't go for the fifth first, because the awareness are not good enough to keep him alive, even though they last long enough. I think that this one, just the normal ability that will give him invisibility to him, is enough to keep him alive. I think the best route is to go for this one and this one first for the call assist if Constantine is invisible, or this one which allow him to attack twice. But they are both gated, so the very first three are the one that I'm leaning more and more on his legendary, on first legendary points. And I wanted, as I said, to wait for his spec because I wanted to be sure how high could bring him. So I'm not using any of those, because if they give him, let's say, a small pack, I think that I will be able to get him just to L2 or 3. If they give him a big back and an 8k, I think that I will go with 1, 2, 3, and 5. So L4. So my order is 2 first, because of his usual position is to enable taunters. Let's say Doomsday, let's say Lobo, and whatever. The second one, you will get this, and it will become a call assist machine. He's the best call assist in the game, because he can call for 3 with just an auto attack and giving taunt to someone. And then the third one will be this one. So it's 1, 2, 3, or 2, 1, 3, and then 5, 4. Yeah, that's a good thing that he can call for us for targeted assist. And the Rakish charm just as a 2-turn cooldown, so you can use it every other turn. So you will use it on a Doomsday, let's say. On a Doomsday, he is low enough that he gets attacked and gets his buff. And then on the second turn, you will call for another assist, and then you will call again. So you don't have actually the time to use his third. That's why I'm not considering it at the first one. Yeah, the taunt is only 1 turn, but you can use it every other turn. So basically, if you use it on, let's say, Doomsday, he is low enough that you can take 2 turns before it goes on the second turn. It's a bit complicated. I have showcased that in my video. Yeah, the third one is so scenic. So the issue with the third one is that you need to debuffs the target. So I was thinking to use it in composition with, again, Red Robin, Cheetah, and Siren. Cheetah or Siren, or if you are that kind of guy, with Chemo. Because you will enable Chemo as a tank, giving taunt on him, and they will get bleeds when they attack him. So he will attack and apply more bleeds, and then the third one will become catastrophic. So if I don't have my Chemo geared enough, because I'm a slacker, here my Chemo. So if Ogre will level up Constantine, I'm sure that he will showcase some chemo tanking until the end of days, even because being chemo's low and having a lot of health, he will just rocks. Yeah, Ogre. I think Ogre just died. But my chemo has enough shards to be health 4. So my greens right now priority are Steppenwolf as the one that I want to use. The second one that I want to use, it's my pet project, and it's Superboy. And the third one is Chemo or MM, or I don't feel the need of MM. But Chemo is I was starting to upgrade him, as you can see, but it's just a matter of time. And I'm using Steppenwolf so much that to me it seems like the obvious choice. So we have a gear 10,000 Bane, and let's let's do this. Give me a second. Okay, perfect. And the wonderful thing about the first on my man is that it doesn't do any damage, so it doesn't proc anything at all. So here we go. Red Robin. Okay, let's see this one. So as you can see, he is invisible. I will give him turn meter up just because I want to enable right now someone to taunt, and this has this has 2 turns cooldown. I will use it on let's say Doomsday. Yeah, let's go with Doomsday. And being a passive, it didn't trigger any buffs on Bane. Here I want to buff with the taunt on Lobo, because if he dies, it's better for me. And now again, it's a DD turn, so I will just go randomly attacking here. And as you can see, 2 turns on Rakish Charm. I will, if I had the call assist here, I will just put some debuffs on Bane, because he won't trigger anything on him. Feel the hatred. Okay. So let's kill this JC. And I will bring some bleeds on cubes. So here I can just Devastator, because I have 12 buffs, or I just can attack normally. I will just attack normally these cubes that will die in a turn or two. And yeah, I wish I had the... Let's use this ability. No, I will prefer to... Yeah, if I had the call assist here, it didn't proc because it wasn't invisible. So that's why I'm thinking that 2 is better than the first one on the first turn. So let's give another turn meter up to Constantine, so I will be able to taunt again. So it's on 1 delay turn, and then you can use it. And here I have enough just to kill that Bane, I suppose. Close. And let's use this. It doesn't care. It just, it's the... Yeah, it ends. It's the only guy in of 10,000 years is the one that have been trapped in a prison by his brother and his beloved one. So it's the betrayer. He's the only good character that I loved. That I loved first in World of Warcraft, and it's, Illidan Stormrage. I think Enzo says something like, uh, "Feel the pain." Oh, no, I can't remember Enzo. I just played for a month on Overwatch, and I don't play Heroes of the Storm any longer. So he was deployed in Heroes of the Storm after I quit. So this team was fun, but as you can see, there's no point in using that against Harlequin Magister. I will show because there's no point. Harlequin Magister removes all the fun in the game. Because if you don't have any way to, let's say, avoid the enrages, you will just won't be able to enjoy your games. Please remove enrage on the start of the battle. Please, please, please. Or give us more character that are able to, let's say, apply enrage immunity. It's just something that I don't like at all. When my first time I did get enraged in this game was during the DOJ event. No, it was during the Captain Cold event because the roster was very, let's say, comfortably good for many of us because everyone was rocking the Arrow Bros at the time. But for the one that were not playing with the Arrow Bros and were just mid-tier PvP, like in top 100 or top 5000 or whatever, we weren't even able to enter. Yeah, I just did, Constantine. I just did play with Constantine. I can use him in a non-leader position, but if I don't get Harlequin Magister, I will use him. If there's an Harlequin Magister, it's 2 slots that I'm using for someone else. So, okay. I will use Constantine here if you want. Oh, okay, let's go with this one. Let's rack up some point here, and I will use Constantine on the game after this. And just bear with me, I need some points for my alliance. So let's go like this. So Cubes should be able to kill this. And Jessica should be able to bring someone low enough. Yep. And let's kill him. Oh, I even forgot that Swampy should be able to bring those guys up again. Yep, I forgot it. Who cares? Okay, let's see if we can get some Constantine action. The load content what? Oh, okay, my tutorial for... Okay, let's see if I can... And 21k. Okay, this should be a Constantine team. So here, let's see if this team... And one team that I was talking about before was revolving around something like this. Cheetah, Siren. Adrian. So what does this team accomplish is ignore the taunt benefit of Constantine and capitalize on the intellect down and the special damage that the number of buffs on the opposing team have. So you ignore the call assist here, the call assist part of his kit here, and you will apply as many buffs as possible on the opposing team. So Hedrigan and Constantine will be able to just shut down everyone. So you apply the buffs, and you want to use the third one on, let's say, Cheetah, because the other I can kill JC, so let's kill JC. So 35k to a gear 10. He is gear 10, my own, and let's kill that cubes. So the plan here is to just apply debuffs, which you can do with bleeds or intellect down. So this has just become a Constantine stream. So let's rock this last part as a Constantine stream. And if this has become a Constantine stream, I suppose that we have to do something like this. So where are you, my dear? So okay, get this awareness. Okay, this is high enough for me, and I'm out of resources, so this have to do. So we have a 76% chance, and we just give a bit more of damage. So these two are maxed up because I need 62, and I don't care about the enrages. Okay, let's go again. So 27k. Okay, this is scary because of those blues, but you know, we have to start somewhere. So let's see if we go in any direction. So strengths up do nothing here because there are no blues, and I want to kill that Steppenwolf as soon as possible, and I'll draw. To be honest, there are so many annoying targets here. So let's kill Jessica Cruz first. And here I want to buff up. So with Harlequin Majester AoE, I will apply some intellect down. And this is scary because of Bane. But you know, you can't have all the good stuff. So she does no damage at all. And Bane will be able to stun. No, he didn't. So here I want to apply more bleeds on... I really want to just try and kill someone. But let's see if I manage to bring JC low enough. Yep, she's dead. Yeah, JC purges herself every turn, like all the good guys do. And here I will do something strange, which is this. Why? Because his first attack does a lot of damage. I could have killed a green. And he has crit immunity, so he won't be able to beat damage. And that's why you want to do something like that. And I will apply some bleeds on him and try and kill Steppenwolf before he goes crazy. So let's... Hal Jordan will probably kill my Eloquent Magister. Yes, he did. And all those strengths up and intelligence down will just allow me to go on. And I want to apply enrages and debuffs on Bane. And I will apply more bleeds on Hal Jordan. And this should be able to kill Hal Jordan or Bane, and the one that I auto attack on the next move. Yeah, Ben is dead. And so we can just capitalize on the fact that he will be always enraged, and Etrigan with those intelligence down will just destroy him. Yeah. Okay. Catwoman, it's okay. So Catwoman, my Catwoman, just bear with me. She's just gear 10. She's skilled, but she's gear 10, and I don't have the res. So okay. So what's the strengths of Catwoman? Let's analyze her. The strengths of Catwoman are this legendary that steal aura awareness and through sights from the target, and if it has a positive immunity, she will purge 5 buffs from the target. This one I don't have, and this one applies stun and purge all buffs. And if Catwoman is invisible, will steal all the positive immunities, which mean that she doesn't steal awareness, and she will get turn meter up and visibility here, like let's say Huntress do. So it's a good opening move, and this will allow her to gain invisibility if someone on her team take damage. So you want to pair her with some tanks, and let's see if I get to... Yeah, there's a clay face. That's good enough. This is an horrible team to play with gear 10 Catwoman, but you know, because it's an horrible team because Clayface is able to kill with his normal attack that Catwoman. What I want to do here, just not to die in vain or trying, is to bring this kind of team here. So yes, we have to use Catwoman. Catwoman, spend this, and yep. Let's see if this works. And the issue is that she's just gear 10. Yeah, my opponent has a beast team. But you know, this is what I was saying before. And the fact that Catwoman just nullifies that Clayface, as you will see in a moment. So let's buff up here and apply some debuffs on my opponents, just because I don't want her. And so here I want to... I'd like to be invisible because, you know, I don't want to be dead on my opponent turn. But let's see what this does. She did purge completely this Clayface. So we are able to apply some damage on this. Let's apply some bleeds on Mirror Master because of those intelligence up, agilities up, and the agilities up. I don't care about them when I use Hetrigan because you know he's a pure intellect damage dealer. So Mirror Master is dead. And here that POT as a true sight, so I could steal that, but there's no point because she will die on the next turn, and that's the only thing I can do. So low damage, but it's what I can do. And this is what I was saying, that the AoE from Clayface will probably kill my Catwoman. So let's do some damage on POT. And here I have that many buff immunity, so I cannot get some intellects up. I will just AoE. I will just attack POT in the hope that I do enough damage that I will be able to kill her on the next turn. So let's do some damage, and she's dead. Yep. This is all Trian right now. So here what I want to do is to try and kill Red Robin. So the auto attack is the best way to do that. And next turn I will do the AoE. And I'm dead because of those buff immunity. Yep. The issue is that I have only a gear 10 Catwoman, so against this particular team I have no chance with that Catwoman here. Usually the plan here is to bleed my opponent, so I will use Catwoman on another match that hopefully doesn't have. And this Irene. Azrin is another scary team that I learned to beat lately, thanks to Adrian again. So here I wanted to remove the Catwoman that does nothing, to be honest, in that position, and I want someone to take the attention from Red Robin. So we see like this. Yeah, I know. To be honest, I'm not scared of that team if I can play someone on par with their strategy. So here I want to try and get some buffs on my sorry, give me a second. I want to get some buffs on my Power Girl and to avoid taunting because you know, they all have those agilities up, and we want POT to attack my Harlequin Majester. So no taunt for me, just simple attack and get some strengths up. And here I want more strengths up because if POT attacks my Harlequin Majester, I want her to be near death. And here I will apply the interact down just to be able to capitalize on those on the next turn. So yeah, she did miss. No retaliation, I don't know why. Sometimes Harlequin Majester just don't retaliate, and I can get what's the reason of those missing retaliation. Let's try and bring that MM low enough. So let's try and kill someone here. She did evade again, and the retaliation should be able to kill POT. It's okay, and we have enough just to kill Red Robin, and that's easy mode from here. So the Beast team just got destroyed by Etrigan as usual, and the only issue I had here was that I used my Catwoman just to showcase her instead of going with a proper team, as you can see. I'm not saying that it's a walk in the park, but if you go against a beast team with a subpar one, you expect to lose. If you use a proper team, and that's the good thing about this game. And if you have, let's say, all the cards in your deck, you can beat and be beaten by everyone. So let's go back to some Constantining here, and let's try and use him into an unconventional position. Instead of the leadership, we will use the cheetah leadership, and we will use, because cheetah and Hogger can enlighten us here. Cheetah has this leadership that says, if an ally attacks or attacks a bleeding target or apply bleeds on someone, gain some turn meter with a 45% chance. And the strengths up, we don't really care. So let's see. This is a green team, so I will try to use Catwoman if I can, and Constantine on the other side. So I'll go with a full blue team here, just to be able to play with Constantine. And let's hope that I found some blues or reds to be able to use Catwoman. Yeah, no, there's no question. Is just showcasing how good Cheetah leadership work is. So what I want to do here is to apply the strengths up um, because everyone here on their first turn, both Constantine and Siren will apply bleeds, but I want Siren to apply the OE bleeds and be able to capitalize on those. So the strengths up is really useful for Siren. And here I want to apply more bleeds, let's say on... Okay, so Jessica Cruz will remove a bunch of the buffs. We can apply 2 intelligence down, 3 bleeds, and enrage on JC, so let's go for that. And we got our first pack of strengths up. This should do nothing because we are all green. And she did purge all her debuffs. So, as you may see, she is quite a monster in purging herself. I will auto-attack Faith here, because you want to remove him from the picture as soon as possible. And this Steppenwolf I didn't even check, has the ability to purge all buffs. So Fate will probably die on my next turn, and I want to kill Etrigan. So let's apply bleeds on him, and let's do some damage on him. So Etrigan is buffed, and I want to kill Jessica Cruz as soon as possible. So let's AoE, and let's go on and JC after that. Yeah, she did. She died. I was lucky. 33% chance. It's okay for me. And now it's a matter of time before we kill Fate and Cubes. Cubes has, let's say, 66% shield and full health. And you can see how strong is Hadrian. So let's go again. So both Constantine and Etrigan are nice to have. They are not broken. Etrigan is a bit broken. Constantine is not, but they are fun because they will allow you to beat some opponents that you weren't able to beat before. And this is another really strong team. And here you want to go with, you have two choices. The first one is to try and be lucky with DOJ and Power Girl. Let's say a team like this. Power Girl. Because the first one that will go, it's Robin. And if DOJ doesn't taunt up, you will be able to kill POT on her turn, and then snowball with Etrigan. And the other team that you may want to, and I will try to tackle that team, is this one. Because what you want to do here is to have a taunter, and you. Yeah. Hi, Michael. Uh, yeah. I think, yeah, it behaves like a buff, but I have not tested it enough, to be honest. So, as I said, Robin did went for my, and not even a crit here. So, what I want to do is buff everyone up, and buff up Etrigan. I wanted a crit because I wanted to be able to taunt with Superman. I will apply here some death immunity because Power Girl will die and I want to have a taunter. So let's see if Etrigan can kill. Yep, it's okay. So she did get the death immunity. So I need to bring her down enough so that I will kill her. I get some buffs on Etrigan. Boring Red Robin. And here I want to try and bring my opposing Etrigan low enough. Yes, no, just one attack. It's not enough. This is, as I said, another beast team, and the correct way was to just ignore the Power Girl and go with the luck. So let's get out of here. Yeah, this may happen. Give me a second, I need to close my blinders. Okay, I'm back. So I was saying that this team has an obvious solution to the issue of the 10,000 auto attack, and it's trying and going for something like this in the hope that DOJ doesn't taunt on the first turn. If she doesn't taunt on Robin turn, we are okay. And we are probably more than okay. And she did taunt on the first turn. Okay. You don't want her to taunt because you want to be able to dispel Power Girl, Death Immunity, and kill her in the process. So I won't be able to. And I will try and bring her low enough and enable her on the first turn. So here I want to use the AoE and bring those Robins low enough that Etrigan will kill them. and we don't even need that. So there's no point in using the AoE here, if not to waste it on Power Girl. And here instead I will kill her, because she will die with bleeds. And as soon as my Etrigan gets a turn, he will die. That's the bleeds, and that's Etrigan killing it. So the other, let's say, tactic worked better, because even if I survived with a sliver of health, DOJ will apply that immunity to all team. So, and I think that's Arzin as a Hazrin or whatever has the same team. So let's go and die there. Also, these all are the same team. Yep. And yep, all the same team. So we will go in order. Let's see if we can use Catwoman or Constantine here. 6K, 6K. Okay. This is not my creation. This is right-link one. And he used Power Go in the slots. So this is his creation, and he crashed. And it seems that I am... Yeah, seems okay. OBS, chat. Okay. Okay, I was saying, this is Right-Link's team, and he has both Catwoman and Steppenwolf on Gear 11. So that's a crazy team. And what you want to do here is to just use Catwoman as you used to do on the past, because she can't miss if she has enough buffs. So I think that I need to use my Etrigan instead of Power Girl, because I won't be able to kill, because my Catwoman is Gear 10 and Steppenwolf is Gear 10, or I won't be able to kill those two blues. But you get the gist of it, and this is an awesome team. I can even go for something different, but you know, I don't have any taunter. Yeah, I will. Yeah, I need to bring her. Yeah, let's see how this works, and then I will play normally with a proper team. So you are immune to the enrages from Harlequin Magister because of Steppenwolf, and you are basically immune of her, let's say, evasion, because she will, Catwoman will rip them off. You want to attack here or buff up? If you buff up, you will be able to kill with the AoE the other guys on the next turn. You want to attack just to give crit chance up and opt for a proc. I will buff up. I think it's better. And then you have the ability to go invisible or just purge the Harlequin Magister. I want her to still retain her buff because I want to keep my buffs on Steppenwolf. So I will just go invisible here, buff my team. DOJ will probably dispel. Yes, it's okay. And here you can, because I will kill my broccoli here, and because Catwoman is invisible, you can steal, yeah, don't mind that she did taunt, you can steal the damage immunity from Cheetah, or you can just purge and stun that, as you may see, she does a lot of damage. No, I think that 1332 is still better, because Purge and Stun, you just saw what I did with a Gear 10 Catwoman against the Gear 11 DOJ. So she has that death immunity, and I will steal that with Catwoman. I will purge and steal her buffs. So that's just good. Yeah, we know that we are in a, let's say, unfavorite position, but you know, we knew when we started the game with 2 Gear 10. So let's go back to Catwoman, and I will explain why that's the turn order, the legendary order, because this one will steal all awareness and through sight, and purge 5 buff is a target has a positive immunity. So Death Cheetah had damage immunity, and you will purge it again with 2 or 3 strengths up she did have, and you will steal the positive immunities if you use these 3, but it was on cooldown, and I didn't realize that. So you will stun and purge all the buffs. That works wonder with Clayface, with Etrigan, with DOJ, with Harlequin Magister if you have some each chance up buffs. And then you have to choose between this one and this one. Both are nice, and if you can get her to L5, it's congrats to you. I don't have that kind of resources, so I will skip this one that she will allow her to, let's say, get some momentum, and get this one that will become, let's say, a grande. I was doing the confrontation before. She has a 50% chance to use misdirection and heal. Okay, so she gets 80 vision up, gets some turn meter, and gets invisibility. And grande Grandi has this ability that is 23 with 3, 6, 7. So it's 21 and 23. It's 46% chance to revive. So okay, if you right now have L2, just a matter of time. By the way, so Grandi did rest a lot if you encountered him into the ring event or the gear event or whatever PvE content or red alert that you, and you know that he can rest for a long time. And I've experienced 3 or 4, let's say, cheat death from that Catwoman. So again, I think that she will be a key player in the upcoming month because she can purge a lot of buffs. She can purge all the buffs from a target, and she can steal some buff. And if Martial Manhunter become a staple character in the meta, she will be able to steal with the auto attack all the awareness that everyone has. So I need some energy. I think this will be the last board clear. I've been blessed by my connection, it seems. And we should be mid, yeah, 74. Okay, so we can use the same team or CO. Okay, this is a full blue team with Power Girl. Power Girl will probably kill our Catwoman, but you know, we have to get some fun here. So I want to have as many red as possible, or blue. So I will use Cheetah, Harlequin Magister, and Etrigan. Please remember that they will have crit immunity, so I won't be able to kill them. And I will use Catwoman just because we are talking about her, but that's not a good, let's say, position to use her because every auto attack from retaliation or whatever will kill her. Mira can kill her, Aquaman can stun and kill her, and Power Girl can kill her. She's just gear 10, so let's go with our plan. And here we'll buff up and want to apply some intellect down on everyone. Yeah, this is going south. So what I want to do is to avoid Power Girl to kill my guys, and I want to be able to attack directly the other guys. So I will stun and this Power Girl. Miss, please. Okay, she did miss. Miss, please, again. Okay. Yeah, you can say that this has been an Harlequin Magister game. That show how much annoying she is. And here they both have an immunity, so I will try and kill Mira and purge that immunity. Yeah, and I just ended up using nearly the same team since I got Etrigan, and this team is composed by 3 key characters, key role player, and this is the team that I end up using a lot. And this is the team with let's say ignore the position. Let's put any leadership here. So these 3 characters are the one that I'm using the most right now, because Etrigan is just broken. Power Girl and Harlequin Magister will allow me to play any leader behind those 2 and be able to, let's say, capitalize on the leadership. So the 3 leaders I'm using right now are, as you can see, Red Dude, DOJ. I'm using Cheetah because of the point of the alliance. So I was saying, let's go back here. So Red Dude, if I get some Swan Thingy encounter. Cheetah, because every attack you do on a bleeding target or blood is in the air or whatever are just so good. And the bleeds can kill the pesky tanky guys. The CR, I will answer that in a second again. Just 1 second. And so Cheetah is just one of the best 4 leaders I'm using that are DOJ, Redwood, Cheetah, and Superman. And this team just accomplish everything you want to a team to accomplish. You have a lot of direct damage, you have a lot of AoE, you have 2 guys that can, and each and the AoE you can have with Etrigan and Power Girl. You have single target damage with Etrigan, Power Girl, and Harlequin Magister. You have Taunters, you have Enragers in Harlequin Magister, you have special and normal damage. Just use whatever lead you want, and you have an awesome composition. And back again to Etrigan. And the point is that you want, I know that the other guys probably are bored about hearing that, but Etrigan is a wonderful guy at L3. When you get his first, his fourth, and his third, okay? And then the last point, you may choose between his 2 and his 5. Hate mail seems preferring to leave the 2 out. I'm still not decided because many times the 2 have 5 turn cooldown. So if you have the 3, you will be able to start the game using the 2. Bring the opposing team low enough to kill someone in the second attack, and thus getting his 1 and 2 online again in a turn. So That's just a matter of choices. Yeah, it's an hard choice because it depends really on what the meta become. And to be honest, I'm not the kind of lucky guys that procs this 28% a lot. So I prefer, and we don't have that many revivers beside Red Hood as one thing. So unless you get into a meta where Constantine with Doomsday and Lobo and maybe Swan Thing in the last spot become a thing, or unless someone else bring the revive to let's say staple position in the meta, I think that's the physical damage that you get on Etrigan, considering his crit immunity, is low enough that 2 is better. But I still want to experiment and think more. Yeah, Sean, I think that Constantine is opening up a new, let's say, niche of encounters. And like the one I'm showcasing in those days where you can use Constantine, DD, and Lobo, and or Red Robin in the fourth spot as one thing, or whoever you want. I think that Constantine is just that awesome. So we have two teams where I don't get to use what I want. And here I will go with the theme we used before. There's Clayface that will give agilities up to the guys instead of Power Girl. But this or Superman is the way to go. Superman was better here because there was no Power Girl. To be honest, I did a mistake. And she always taunted on the first turn. So let's taunt up. We have to waste our turn waiting for them to remove those agilities up. Yeah, I love my Superman too. So let's spread those buffs around. And DOJ will probably die on the bleeds she will get. So there's no point in using my AoE here unless I know that I won't do enough damage to them because I will have just they will have so many agilities up. But it's the best play anyway. So I know I won't kill them, and I'm wrong. I'm apt to be wrong like this. I was sure that I wouldn't have killed any of them. And here I want to bring Hetrigan low enough that he won't be able to use the second attack. Yeah. Let's see if I can kill Hetrigan with the AoE on next turn. So he should die here. No, he did clap. And Hetrigan is still yet alive. And my cheetah is dead. That's not good. So let's try and kill Clayface. Okay, so I got my buffs here. And I will start punching that Hetrigan. Okay, she did have the death immunity that saves her. And let's see if my own Hetrigan will be enough to remove the buff from the other guy. So let's attack, hoping for some buffs. Okay, she died. And we are in a world of art. I will probably end up losing this one. Because of that DOJ. So let's get out of here. There's no point. He is way better than me. Yeah, those permanent bleeds are good, but this month was not a month for me to level up that Swan Thing. And Swan Thing is pretty good in what it does, which is um, doing a lot of damage with his Verdant Coffin, and if the opponent just leaves, is enraged and bleeding. So goes one thing, please, because it's so good. So I was saying here, I wanted to swap things around. Oh, so let's get to DOJ lead here. Swap things around like this. So Cheetah, where is Cheetah? Cheetah lead. Yeah. So we did get an enrage on Clayface. I don't know why. I don't get to. Oh no, this wasn't an attack. It was just some random proc on Red Robin. And my cheetah just died on the first turn. Oh, okay, good for you. So again, and that Clayface just stole my taunt on. Let's bring him down enough that I can do this. So here are two invisible guys, so he has a 100% chance to survive. And here I want to... let's attack him anyway. Oh, stupid attack on the wrong target. Okay, so... oh my god, this is getting ugly. Yeah, okay, forget me. So Cheetah just got destroyed, and we were playing 3 against 1, 3 against 4 from turn 1, just because of that lucky proc from Red Robin. He did apply the True Vision on himself and did attack the only blue I did have. That could have been killed on the first turn. So let's see if I don't get an energy out of the word again. And I get to retaliate on Alec with Majester. If not, I will go with Superman. Okay. So let's see. Okay. There's no point in attacking because she won't get any buffs. And let's bring Pain to that Clayface. So here I want to try and kill that Robin. And I didn't. So what I want to do here is to just remove those overheal from my opposing Etrigan. And GG. It's okay. So as long as I get a turn on Power Gale, I should be fine-ish. I don't get a turn. Nope. Okay. This is not a good way to end the stream, but you know, sometimes you get just a bad luck, a streak of bad luck. And as I said, this team is one of the two that is giving me headaches. And let's see if I go with the other solution I found. And this is the baby team, and this is the monster team. So if we are having issue with the baby team, I let you imagine which issue we will have with the monster team. So Allegory Majester. So Hedwigan just got enraged, and it's okay for us because we want to rack up some buffs. He did apply the yep. So what can happen here is that Hedwigan will attack Allegory Majester and dice in the process. So let's go with the plan we had before. Buff up Hedwigan and try and kill. He did attack Allegory Majester. It's okay. Superman, purge yourself. Let's apply some intellect down here. And let's... I don't want to have death immunity because Clayface we will be able to steal. And I want to just try and stun him. So here I cannot attack anyone else. And he will just... I will try and AoE the whole lot here. Yep, Red Robin is dead. And as there's no one here to talk about, let's go and attack Hedwigan. He will probably rest up because 2 invisible makes him 100% or let's say 99.1% chance to rest, but he should die on this turn. Thank you, Superman. Oh, those bleeds are not nice because they will allow my opposing Hedwigan to snowball. But let's kill... no, I can't. I would have liked to been able to kill Red Robin, and that Robin. And I will just do some damage on Hedwigan instead. So the fact that I had True Sight on Hedwigan allowed me to attack the wrong target. And I have damage immunity for 2 turns, so I will just taunt again here. Thank you, Superman. Let's kill Robin. And let's ignore the taunters, because he cannot do any damage to Superman. And he is dead. So baby team is dead. Let's go to the daddy team. And let's hope that Superman does another good job. Again, I wish that Superman got a little tweak like Swamp Thing had with the stats. He had a different kit that allowed me to change from a tanky character to a, let's say, more glassy cannon. And I wish that Superman just got a bit of a speed, or they did change his 4th legendary. So let's use the same team. This will be scary because Azrin is a whale and he has all L5. At least we did get some enrages here. And he didn't miss. So I cannot apply the int down. It's a shame. And he did miss, and she didn't retaliate because I don't know why. Oh, maybe he didn't miss. He just did no damage at all. So let's buff Etrigan up. Remember that my opponent Etrigan will just attack, as you can see. So next turn he will probably be able to AoE us. I want to taunt up, and I don't want to get the death immunity here. Just let's try for a stun. Okay, she did taunt, and even though it's, let's say, not that usable, I will AoE. Because I will go on applying some AoE until they all die. Okay, and Superman did taunt, so let's AoE here and off for the kills on the turrets. Nope. Let's taunt again. And let's do some damage on this guy. Yes, go on. Sooner or later I will get a turn on my AoE, right? It's a shame. It's a wrong. You don't care, Robin. Go on. So let's try and bring this Clayface low enough. Yeah, I don't know why I don't get. Okay, right, the invisible thing. Hey, we can get out of here because, you know, Etrigan will just snowball. He's so tanky. So, the issue that I had is that the AoE from Power Girl was silencing on the wrong time. So, let's try it again. We still have 4 energy, so before we just call it a night, let's try and kill this guy. And if I did have the 3 here, the 2 here on Etrigan, I would have been able to use the AoE on the start, then buff, then use the AoE again. And that would have been good enough. So as you can see, if I could have used the AoE here, it would have been good. So let's attack as usual. Superman did get all the buffs. I want to just attack because, you know, I don't have the chance to get my buff up. I will still keep taunting. And I don't have the chance to do the AoE because of the silence. And Allegory Magister will die. Again, where is my luck when I need it? So silenced again because of Clayface and not being able to use the... So he did even steal the damage immunity. This is pathetically comic. See ya, Ogre. Thanks for being here. I'm going to quit soon, so see you in the channel. So let's get out of here, and I should have tried and killed them with Inaoi, to be honest. I'm happy when I can make you guys learn something useful in the game. So let's go again against this guy. I don't. I won't quit until I'm done. Or I'm just get energied out of the game 10,000 million times. So this team could have been good enough with a POT-led team, and this is good for us. So stupid Red Robin. Okay, so let's buff up. Did he remove the damage immunity on Superman? No, he did not. So let's buff up. And let's proceed with an attack on Clayface. So let's try and bring Hetrigan down enough. He won't have the overhealing. I will be able to retaliate here. And stupid Red Robin, stop my buff. So let's bring some pain to that Robiness. Or Robins, or whatever. And that's my turn. That's my cue. You're welcome, Tan. I hope that it's been a good stream for you. Yeah, thank you for being here. So let's try and stun that Clayface. So there's only two guys here. We'll try and kill Red Robin. Stupid, just single attack prevented me from killing Red Robin. The good thing about Clayface is that he cannot be crit, so he cannot get invisible after, let's say, a lucky crit from Clayface. Adrian. So didn't he have healing immunity? I was sure that I would have killed him. Okay, he probably didn't have it. Yeah, sorry. I was sure that he'd have the healing immunity and it was the best Mew. Jessica Cruz, Power Girl to away and remove them as soon as possible. Yeah, it's annoying, but as you can see, I did a mistake here because I was sure he did have the healing immunity. And this is a super whale. If my guys were at 80, my Power Girl would have done so much damage to them. And so you have to accept that sometimes you cannot play against the, let's say, big whales. The issue here is that you want to enable to be lucky on the very first turn. If Red Robin doesn't shut up your, I mean silence, and purge the buff immunity on your Power Girl, you are in an okay shape. And the issue is when, yeah, as you may see now, I don't get to buff up long enough on Power Girl. So Edrigan did miss, and my Eloquent Majesta didn't even retaliate. Thank you. Let's taunt up again. Okay, so I can attack twice this Robin, and he should be dead. And this should be the end of the beginning of the end. Because, you know, no more heals for those stupid invisible guys. And this is the end, as I said. So let's apply, no, let's just punch him with 1,000 of strength up. See ya, CR. Just wait a second so I can kill this guy. And I will probably go too, so it's just a matter of seconds right now. At least we did end on a good couple of fights, and it was really fun to be able to kill them. It's just a matter of energy, and Superman is the key. So, again, went a bit long than usual. I should have supposed to be stopped the streaming a bit ago. We did get our last 20 points against a super whale. It's been fun. Yeah. When you see 3 stars, it's so awesome. I don't know if I will be here in the after dinner, let's say, because I need to sort some stuff up for my incoming travel. Thank you for watching. Please, as usual, subscribe. I need the last 5 guys to subscribe for the custom horror URL, and I'll see you in the next days. And I will repeat, if I'm able to, I will probably end up streaming on Tuesday. But I don't really know right now because, as I said, I will have to leave on Wednesday. So, thanks you for watching. Thanks you for everything. You're awesome, for the support and for all. See ya.